Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, world? This is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper, and today you are in for a treat. You are in for a treat. So make sure you're sharing with your friends. Tell your wife, tell your kids. Run and tell that. Blah 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 blah. Because today we're going to talk about how to be a better leader and better business owner. Hey, what's going on, Del Toro? Shout out to Del Toro, anointedforbusiness.com. If you're not at Anointed for Business, what are you thinking, right? You need to go ahead and walk in it and make sure that it's happening for you. But today I want to talk about something very important. Today I want to talk about being persuasive, and I'm talking about being a leader, okay? Today we're talking about being persuasive and being a leader. So right now, I am checking to make sure all my stuff is in place because this is going to be good. Hello, Patrick Jackson. Hello, different ones that's watching. So here is what has been cool. If you are going to be a leader, if you are going to be a business owner, you have to develop this process of, hold on, check this out. All right. If you're going to be a leader or a business owner, there's a couple things you've got to get good at, okay? You've got to get good at being persuasive and being a leader, right? So those of you that don't know, I was in the military, and one of the things that we worked on was I worked with the psychological operations and such, and we really got really clear on what it takes to be persuasive in order to move a group of people or to move an individual, right? And I came across this book actually a couple years ago, and it started a little bit talking about it. Russell Brunson wrote a book, and it talked a little bit about how to build the sales funnels that are persuasive. And then recently, he just released, I got an early copy of his new book, Expert Secrets. And Expert Secrets, he talks about, being persuasive and kind of what it takes. And there was one piece in it that I'm gonna show you I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break down a piece of what it takes to be persuasive. So there are 5 things. And if you have these 5 things in place, if you're a business owner, this will help you be persuasive and lead customers. This will help if you're a coach, consultant, this will help you lead clients, etc. If you are if you are a pastor or a leader of people, these are the type of things that can help you become that leader. John Maxwell said something. He said, if you're a leader and no one's following, then essentially you're taking a walk, right? If you're leading and no one's following, then you're taking a walk. So today I'm going to show you what it takes to get people to follow you. These 5 things and that you can use to get people to follow you, to increase your influence. All right, so I'm not going to be long, but this is going to be strong. Okay. The first thing is you have to be one that will encourage other people's dreams. You have to be one that will encourage other people. There is enough negativity. There is enough people telling you what doesn't work. There's enough people telling you what's not going to happen. But each and every one of us, we have this dream. And if you're going to lead others, you've got to tap into that dream that's inside of them, and you need to encourage them, right? So, some leaders, they encourage the other way. I remember I used to have a basketball coach, and if I get burnt on a play, or if he's doing something, he'd be like, "Lee, is he stronger than you?" I'm like, "No." "Is he faster than you?" I'm like, "No." Right? So he's like, "Well, go get him." And I'm like, "Yeah." So I run out there and I get him, right? But there were other guys on the team where he would say, "Hey, Johnny, is he stronger than you? Is he faster than you?" And Johnny would be like, yeah, coach, he actually is. So, for those, what you have to do to encourage people, what's up, Kurt? Kurt, he understands this as well. You have to be willing to encourage other people's dreams. When you're able to do that, people will run through a wall. People will jump on and they will really be supportive of what you're trying to do because you're encouraging other people. Good book says, rejoice with them that rejoice. So if somebody's doing well, encourage their dreams. What's up, man? And that's the first step of being persuasive. If you're going to lead people, the first thing you've got to get good at is encouraging people's dreams. All right, the second thing. Now, this one is interesting. And he talks about it in the book. I'll put a link to the book if you want to check it out. But he talks about justifying their failures. Okay? So, yes, we have to encourage people's dreams, but at the same time, or the opposite, the other piece of being a leader is we have to justify their failures. And what do I mean by that? Hey, if somebody's not pulling their weight, why should we justify their failures? Whoa, 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 pump your brakes. Because if you're going to lead people, if you're going to have influence and be persuasive, there are people like to be justified in their actions, right? So it comes across, here's some language, hey, that was a really good effort, but there was a lot of things that were stacked up against you. So I could see why launching that book was a challenge. Or, hey guys, we tried really good. We tried really good on our team. We were, it's just that the other team, they've been working together for a lot longer, right? Or they've been doing whatever for a lot longer. So if you justify a person's failures, then they'll connect with you, right? So yes, you encourage their dreams, but if a person doesn't hit the mark, don't say, you suck, right? Say, hey, you know what? There were certain situations and circumstances on why we weren't able to perform, right? And if you justify their failures, then they say, okay, this guy gets it. This guy's a real person. This leader's a very encouraging person, right? So we have to be able to justify a person's dreams. And if we want to lead or influence it or be persuasive with other people, there comes a time where we have to justify their failures. Make them feel like, hey, it's okay. It's all right. Not everybody, sometimes we do it with our kids, hey, you can't be good at everything. Or the first time you do something, you don't always get it right. What are we doing? We're justifying their failures, right? But these are secrets that experts use on us, people. These are things that people use in order to make us like them. And we do this to people in order for them to like us, right? But if you look at it, this is really a persuasive technique because it gives you a reason for failing, right? So how do we use it with funnels? My name's Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper. Now, how do I use this in my sales funnels? So I'll say language such as, hey, it's not your fault. Hey, man, it's not your fault. I do one presentation where I say, how many have ever tried to go out and complete a task or build a funnel and you get stuck along the way? You're not able to do it. They're like, yeah, man, I've been trying to build this funnel and I'm not able to do it. And I will say, because sometimes when you learn a funnel, there's certain steps that are missing and we're trying to execute without having all the steps, right? So it's not your fault if the last funnel you didn't work. It's because you didn't have all the steps. And then in my program, ABC program, we show you all the steps to go from A to B. What is that? That's persuasive. Now, hold on. Now, I'm telling you some secrets, right? I'm telling you some secrets. So I'm a little upset because Russell Brunson is also sharing these secrets in this book that he wrote called Expert Secrets. So I was a little upset about it. But I say, you know what? The more people that understand these secrets, the more people that are able to help others, right? Yes, these are some serious secrets. Should I do it, Doc? Should I tell them? How we influence these people and create mass movements around products. Big Boys Barbecue, shout out to Big Boys Barbecue. So So if you're going to persuade people or lead people, right? You got to encourage their fears. Hey, man, you're doing a good job. Hey, you're doing a good job. We can do this, right? You have to justify their failures. Hey, it's not your fault. There is a conspiracy, right? So, because people want to feel justified if they don't succeed, right? So we have to share these things with them. So that's step number 2, justify their failures. Now what's 3? Man, I don't know if I should keep telling this stuff, man. Okay, so in the book, he goes, now I got some of this because I learned this stuff in the military. Russell Brunson talks about it in his book, Expert Secrets, right? But he talks about in his book, Expert Secrets, and it just kind of launched today. So click the link. You can go check it out. I think he's giving it away for free. I think he just paid for shipping. I had to buy mine. I bought this one and I've already bought the other one. I'm waiting for it to ship. You know what I'm saying? So the third thing is you have to allay their fears. You have to allay their fears. Now listen, people are afraid. People are afraid. Okay? So allay pretty much means to kill. Like to lower, to diminish, to knock out, right? So if people are afraid, then we have to help them remove that fear, right? So as a leader, right? If you're going to be persuasive and be able to lead people from the stage, or if you're selling products, a couple things you have to do is you have to diminish their fears. How do you do that? By helping them overcome them, all right? So here is how I do it, Now, in the book, Expert Secrets, Russell Brunson shares a couple more ways on how he does it. But how I do it is sometimes it's risk reversal, right? We diminish their fears by showing them, hey, there is a money back guarantee, so you don't have to worry about trying me out, because for a lot of products, if you don't like it, you can get your money back. Or so we do this. I've seen people do it with conferences where they say, hey, you come to the conference. And if I did this. I'm not saying what other people do. This is what I did. When I was selling my website in 2 days workshop, I said, hey, if you come and after the first day you felt like you didn't have value, let me know. I'll give you your money back. Right? You don't have to come the next day. Thank you. Have a good day. You enjoyed the first day. But what did that do? That diminished people's fear of coming and learning to build a website from me. See what I'm saying? So if you're going to be persuasive, you have to allay their fears or diminish their fears. Another way to do this, man, I'm telling all the secrets. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to write a book. Well, I'm going to read this book and then I'm going to keep adding on to it. You know what I'm saying? But he also talks about another way to allay fears, and I just learned this process. Working with some clients who are building some websites, and one thing that I learned that helps to allay fears is to show them the process. Show them the process. And when hey, Nikisha, woo 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 woo, show people the process, and that helps reduce their fears, right? So how does this look on a website? On a website, sometime it'll say, if you click here, jump on our calendar, and then we're going to have the application and talk with you. You kind of show them the steps. When you show people what it looks like from A, B, C, then their fears are diminished. And when you do that, you become more of an expert. You appear more of an expert because you know what's going to happen. So, coaches, authors, leaders, if you want people to follow you, if you want to be persuasive, tell them, hey, here's what's going to happen when you join our program. Boom, 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 boom. I promise you, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, like 1, 2, 3. Here's what's going to happen. What does that do? That allays fears and it positions you as an expert. Right? Now, listen, this is one sentence, right? This is one sentence out of the book, Expert Secrets. I'm just saying, okay? When I saw this, I said, dude, this is just one book. This is just one sentence out of the book. He's like, yeah, it really is. So you're able to get a free copy today. So the next thing, confirm your suspicions. So in order to be a leader, you can encourage your dreams, you justify their failures, you allay their fears or diminish their fears, and you confirm their suspicions. Confirm their suspicions. Hey, what's going on, Nikki? I'm talking about being an expert and being persuasive and being able to lead people. The fourth thing is confirming their suspicions. Guess what? People are suspicious. Particularly if we're selling things online, people get really suspicious of, hey, is that person an expert? Does that person really know what they're talking about? You know, can I really trust this person I met on the internet? I got a client, and client, we just launched a funnel. Funnel's doing phenomenal, by the way, making some money. Shout out to my buddy. He knows what I'm talking about. But he said he got a phone call, and the phone call said, hey, I just want to make sure that there's somebody on the other end of this phone. Because, you know, it was a pretty good dollar amount. And he said, I want to make sure somebody else was on this phone. You know why? Because people are suspicious. People are suspicious. And if you're going to lead people, we have to confirm their suspicion. We got to acknowledge that, hey, you know what? This next campaign is going to be a little scary, right? Hey, this next walk of faith is going to be a little it can be a little difficult, right? There's a commercial on, I think it's a Progressive commercial, and they just moved into a new house and they won't get out of the moving truck. And she has to come out because they're like, hey, what if a hurricane comes? Or hey, what if there's a storm? Or whatever. Why? Because people are suspicious. It's hard to believe that everything's going to go right. And when you're leading people, what we have to do is have to confirm their suspicions. Hey, this may be a challenge. Launch Corey Sanders. Hey, what's up, brother? Wait, is that K Rio? I think so. Launching this next album or launching this next project, you know, we have our suspicions. People will have their suspicions. You have to acknowledge their suspicions, right? And then move anyway, okay? These are secrets that I found in the book, Expert Secrets. They're giving it away for free. I don't know how long they're going to give it away for free, but click on the link. Go ahead and check it out. Russell Brunson, he's doing his thing, and I've been using it. I had the first book, right? So now the second book just came out, so I'm excited about picking it up too. You can check the link to find out how to get it. All right? So if you're going to lead people, here's how to be persuasive. Here's how to lead people. Number one, encourage their dreams. Let them know, hey, you can do it, buddy. You can do it. Rah, rah, rah. Let's get this done. Number two, justify their failures. Hey, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You know, the system is set up for us to fail, right? And then people be like, yeah, you're right, man. So now we're bonding, we're connecting if you justify their failures. Because believe it or not, when people join your product, or when people purchase your product or your coaching or something like that, let me tell you a little insider secret. Man, I'm telling a lot of secrets, you know what I'm saying? But one secret is many times people have dealt with a coach before and didn't get the results they wanted, right? So they're suspicious about whether or not you're going to be able to do it. So you have to confirm their suspicion. Not like, hey, we ain't going to be able to do it. You say something like, hey, I know you may have tried this before. Or justify their failures as well. Hey, you may have tried this before. But then you give them your plan, allay their fears. Here's how we're going to improve it. And it's going to be a little challenging, but I think you can do it, right? And then the next part is to throw rocks at their enemies. So number one, justify your dreams. Justify their dreams. No. Encourage their dreams. Justify their failures. Allay their fears. Confirm their suspicions. And then throw rocks at their enemy is the next one. So have you ever heard the phrase, the enemy of my enemy is my friend? Right? So it's kind of like if there's two of us and we join sides against this one person, then we're stronger together, right? So what you want to do if you're leading people is you have to create an us versus them scenario. You have to create. So if it's a church, hey, we're gathering together to go reach the lost. It's us. It's saved and lost, right? Hey, let's get together because we've got to reach the lost. If you're a football team, that's an easy one. Hey, we are the Spurs, right? We're Miami Heat. We're Miami Heat. So next year we're going to be in the playoffs. But teams are a little easier to do. If you are running a business, throw rocks at your enemy. So you have to set up this enemy, okay? You have to set up this us versus them scenario. So one thing that we've used for different clients is, the us is the entrepreneur. The us is the one that says, hey, we're going to take our destiny in our hands and we're going to make it, right? The them is corporate. Them is the boss. Them is the man. So we've got to get together to maintain our freedom so that we can fight the oppression of the corporate ladder, of the corporate society. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I got militant right then. I don't know why I went into a militant mode. But my point is, if you're going to be persuasive, there's a formula to doing it. And that's what I think is so interesting. When I build sales funnels, I go through this formula. So when I saw this in the preview that I found of the book, I was like, hey, I know this stuff works, right? But can I tell you something? What I just showed you, what I just taught you, these 5 steps in the book, they are about, let me look at it real quick. In the book, these are like 5 pages. Right? Now listen to me. What I just taught you, these 5 principles, they are on, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, right? This book has 200 and some pages, right? The strategy that I just showed you is in 4 pages of this book, okay? And these are secrets that I've used to make money. These are secrets I've used to sell, and this is 4 pages of this 200-page book. I can't wait. This was a preview, so I can't wait to get the full one. And if you're a leader, if you're an author, if you're in the expert space, you need to pick up this book. It's free plus shipping. I think it's like $7 or something like that. They ship it to your house, and then you read the book. You know what I'm saying? Now, you do have to read the book, okay? I got this bookshelf over there, and there are a lot of books I have not read. However, this one, I read this one. The Bible, I read that one. I know it for business. Check it out. And this book here, I'm going to read that book too. And a couple other business books. You know how I'm saying. But my point is, pick it up today. Go ahead and grab this book if you want to be a leader and know how to lead people, generate customers by being persuasive and getting in their head. 5 things you got to do real quick. I'm going to go over it last time, and then I got to get out of here. Encourage their dreams, justify their failures, allay their fears, confirm their suspicions, and throw rocks at their enemies. Okay? This is what it takes to be persuasive. This is what it takes to lead people. And if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, this is a simple framework to use to raise yourself to an influencer or expert status. My name's Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper. And hey, real quick, does anyone have any questions before I jump off about how to use some of these 5 things in your sales funnel or in your business, right? Number 1, encourage their dreams. How do we encourage our customers, clients, congregation, whatever? Justify their failures, right? We have to let people know that even though you failed at this time, it's okay, right? And then we encourage their dreams again. This is kind of how you get in people's head. Most people don't realize this, but my 11 years in the military, these are some of the things we talked about. So when I saw this in this new Expert Secrets book, you can go ahead and click the link. When I saw this in this book, I said, oh, this is some military grade stuff. So I got my book coming. So, and I'm going to be teaching on it, as soon as it gets in, because that's how I do. But if there's no other questions for me, hello, Patrick. Hello, Mario. Lakeisha, Yadi, everybody. All right, this is Lee Fuller, a.k.a. The Funnel Helper. I'm going to be at a mastermind the next couple days. So I'm going to try to sneak away and do a Facebook Live. But, we might be knee deep into a high converting sales funnel this Thursday, so I might not be able to make it. But we'll see. Oh, last announcement. If you like this type of stuff, okay, I've been collecting these things, and I think I put it at funnelhelper.com, funnelhelper.com. I can't type and talk. You see it? funnelhelpers.com/show. You know what? I'm going to put that in the link as well. Here you can go back and see all this other stuff that I've been teaching on the last little bit if this is your first time coming to this show. All right? My name is Lee Fuller, a.k.a. The Funnel Helper. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the likes. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.